Hello everybody and welcome back to Good Company. As always, I am Dor, and today we're going to go ahead and make a couple more blueprints here and round out what we have available to make. I think we're only missing, let's see, we're missing these two. I think we have a thing being made for each of these guys. So we're missing these three bottom ones and then this one here, but we need 100 points to unlock that, so we can't do that anyways. So let's go ahead and set blueprints in motion for these guys so we can have them being made. Let's do the camera drone, and we'll just pick the plastic one for right now, and then we'll swap that around in a second when we need to. So the first one here is a normal looking drone with like a big old camera in the middle. Cool. We got this one that looks like it wouldn't work, but it's a ball with little fans on it. That's cool. Got this one, looks like a little saucer type thing going on there. Let's go with this one. I don't know. Well, actually, hold on. Let's go with this one, the ball, little ball one. We got the colors to choose from. We got Spotlight Pink, which is what it is right now. We got Polaroid Party, so I'm kind of liking that scheme right there. Adventure Green, not a bad one either. And Professional Black, which looks nice as well. We're going to go with Polaroid Party. Kind of like that scheme a lot. And then let me go ahead and figure out which case works best. Okay, actually, since we have the plastic ones being made right now, we have a bunch of these backlogged because of the way we have our machine set up. We're going to stick with the plastic one unless once we put all the items in, it is over on something and we need to fix that. But if we're good on those, then we're going to leave it be. So we need sensors, we need mobility, and data storage. So data storage is pretty simple. We need 1.9 of that. Believe that's 1.8, 1.6. We'll go with the 2.41 because that keeps us over it at least. Anything else is under, and I don't want to double up on items again. So then we need motion, which is these guys. So this is a 5.5. That we need a 2.3. Let's see, 3.0, 1.5, 7. So this one here, where'd it go? 3.0. Was the closest one, right? Or was there a 2.7? This guy here. 3.0, this is the one we're making as well, I believe, the medium step motor. So that should be fine. We have that being made. And then sensors. I don't know which one that's going to be under. Is it this one? Yeah. I mean, it says visual sensors, so yeah, genius. 2.5 is what we need. That gives us 2.4, 4.0, and okay, so 4.0 is going to be it then. Seems a bit much. Maybe we just take the hit on not giving it the full requirement on that. Maybe. We lose a little bit there. 4.0, 6.0, that's overkill. We'll try that, and then it looks like we do need to move the case around, so there's nothing we can do to decrease weight if we use the bonuses here. I'm pretty sure none of these give you a weight shave off. We can increase the fragility thing in this section, but let me just go ahead and swap cases around and see if any of these negate those negatives there. So no, we're gonna go ahead and stick with the plastic case. That's this is as low as it gets. It gets worse the more the other cases we use. So we'll stick with that case, and then I'm not gonna put any of these things in there because it'll add more weight, and it's really not affecting it too much. We're still making 350 on this product, so we can go ahead and leave it alone. Again, we're just gonna let it level up, and then when we rank it up, these stats shouldn't matter really because it'll boost these things up anyways. So we will leave the name alone. Kind of seems fitting for the case that we picked, right? Mr. Cyclops minus. So we'll leave that be. We will go ahead and finish that design. So now we have that guy made. Then we can go ahead and make a delivery drone. I believe is the guy we need. We're going to go with plastic one again until we need to change that. We have a drone with just, I don't know, that looks odd, like a little bowl. Then we got the grabby beetle one, which is a thing holding onto a box already. That's kind of cool looking. We got the loopy hauler, which is the one we started with, and it has two little magnets on the bottom there. So that's cool. I think we'll go with the grabby beetle because, I mean, that's probably the most unique one out of the three of these. Let's go with the colors here. We got Liberty Blue. We got Steampunk Black. Kind of like that again. We got Emergency Red. Not too much into that one. And then the Delivery Yellow. So we'll go with the Steampunk one for right now. Kind of like that color scheme. And then I'm going to go ahead and randomize this until we get something kind of fitting for the design here. Okay, so we'll go with that one. That one is friendly bee enhanced, so hopefully that works out. And then we need to go ahead and cram in some items here. So I need to reselect this so it gives me the stats there, because it doesn't do that off the first initial one, I guess. What are we doing? We need data transfer, storage space, and speed. So storage space, we need 2.1, and this is the smallest one we have available, which is a 3.0. Everything else is just kind of doubled from there on out. So we'll put that in the center. We need data transfer, which should be this guy, I believe, and we need 2.5 of that. So 2.4, 3, 4, and that. So we'll do this guy here. Gives us a little bit over, and then we need, what was that, speed? Speed. So that's the motors again, and I believe we need 2.1, so let's see, we got 1.57, 155. Wasn't there one that gave me 2 speed? This guy here, the medium DC motor. This gives us a 3.0 speed, so that's going to boost that out. And then same thing here, I think we'll just take the hit and deal with the negatives on this product and just go ahead and finish that design, because we're still selling items. It may take us a little longer because this one's only a 3.8 star rating, so we'll probably only be able to sell like 5 of those a month or whatever it is, but we should be able to go ahead and rank those up nonetheless. So these guys here, yeah, we'll only be able to sell 15 a week, so it'll take us a second to get to 150, but it's not going to take us too long to make us not want to do that. So let me go ahead and take a look through our stuff here and figure out what we need coming in and what we don't. All right, well, this is the entire line basically, because we have everything else being made in other factories, right? We have the motor being made already. We can just import from another factory. We might have to put down more tables to make them, because I don't know if that one table is going to be able to keep up with the 2 products we're making with this. But we'll deal with that when we have to. We have a backlog right now, so we might as well use it. These guys are pretty simple to go ahead and process through. We have these guys that can go ahead and be made in the pick and place machine. Oh, that's the wrong one. The pick and place machine's here. And then we have the chassis being made already. So that's that line basically done. We have to put down, I think, 3 more machines, and then that one's done. And this guy here, we're going to go ahead and automate the small compartment with the milling machine, because this table over here is barely able to keep up with these 2 guys, so having that try and supply this place as well isn't going to happen. We have the shortwave radio link. That's going to be a pretty simple thing to automate too, going right into a pick and place machine. That's pretty simple. We have the motors already being made, and then same thing, we have the cases being made as well. So I think we're going to go ahead and stick these things over in this warehouse here. We might have the finished products coming back to this place so that the assembly tables can be in here too, being made into whatever they're being made into. So let me go ahead and square this stuff away. So we're going to have a pallet down over here bringing in the items, hopefully to this place here, and then we'll do that and that. This place needs to be automated just slightly here. So this guy needs the, I'm going to pause it so our employees aren't bringing anything over. We need the electronic parts and the green circuits. So green circuits and electronic parts. We can go ahead and shove this guy here and kind of automated a bit here. Let me just double check here, because I don't remember if we can go directly in from the building here. We might be able to. I don't recall. I'm gonna leave it like that. I honestly don't remember if we're able to squeeze these this tight together. So we'll do that, and it's gonna need 1 and 5. So that's a pretty simple thing to set up, which is that and that. 1 and 5. And then let me just, oh, you know what? We need those things coming in from over here, so I can't test that unless I do this and pop those in there. Unpause it for a second. Is it going to feed the machine? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. That's all I needed to know. And then we need the orange guy coming out of this guy again, going into a storage rack, which we will go ahead and use the single one because we, again, don't need a whole huge backlog of this stuff. So we need simple circuits going into this guy. Then those simple circuits can go ahead and get pulled out of that thing and put into another pick and place machine here. So we're going to be grabbing and putting it into this guy here. Should be like that. And then what do we need from you? We need, actually, this whole thing is going to change because I set it to only be these guys, but that's not the case at all. So we need the simple circuits, electronics, and the controller part looking things. So we'll do 2 of each, I guess, right? That's how we can go ahead and do that one. That and the controller piece looking pieces, which are not in the listings. There we go. So then we do that, make these guys sinks as well, and that should be that thing done. Then we can go ahead and have that terminate into a rack, right? And then that's going to come back out eventually. And then we need to go ahead and set this guy in motion, which we need the glass being made. The other 2 items here are being made elsewhere, so we can just import that. The glass thing here needs green chemicals and glass itself. Can we purchase glass, or is that something we need to make? I'm not too sure. Is this something we can buy? It is a buy order. Okay, cool. So that's nice. And to go ahead and do that, we need this guy to be just importing glass, and then we need chemicals going into another one of these guys. So this one here, chemical station. You're going to be making the green chemicals. I think if we go ahead and just have this place actually pulling, because we have just a ton of it and the batteries are backlogging, so you know what, we will do that. We'll give that a whirl. We'll make the chemicals come from here, so then all we need is glass coming into this guy. Then we could just go ahead and automate this over here in the corner. We'll just shove it there for right now, and then we will have it exporting from here, importing from here, and then we'll just have a shelf on each side here being for the finished glass. One of those will be for the glass, and one of them will be for all the stuff that needs to go in here. So glass and the green chemicals. Then with that guy done, we can go ahead and set up the memory bank thing that we need. So we'll go ahead and shove that in the corner right there, try and use up as much space as we can. And then these things are pretty much all being made elsewhere. The metal we can go ahead and purchase. So that's actually a nothing setup here. We just need to go ahead and have this thing filtered so that we have the 3 items and that thing outputting. So the blue PCB, which is this guy, the integrated circuits, which are those guys, and what was the 3rd item? Metal? Yeah, metal. So that's, and then if we take a look at the recipe, we're going to need more of those than anything else. But I think for right now, we'll leave that be and just set the rest of this to be the memory bank storage. So I think it's memory matrices that we're making here. Yeah. So let's go ahead and set that as the triple and then make all those sinks. This guy can hang out there. That's going to be that whole thing done. And then we have 2 more machines to go. This guy can go ahead and get automated over here. And then we'll pretty much do what we did across the way here, right? And this guy just needs the coated glass that's from up here and integrated circuits and PCBs. So what if we actually, how far can we squeeze this in? What if we go ahead and do this, right? We go ahead and space it 1 away, right? That's going to be going into a shelf if we put an arm there. And then we pull it back 1 so that we have the arm going into the machine. And then we can go ahead and set up a 2-tier, or not conveyor, the 2-tier storage rack here. And we do that like that. And then we need the glass, the circuits, and the PCBs. So we'll do 4 of each. That should work, right? And then we can make all of these sinks. The glass shouldn't matter because we'll have that coming in with an arm. Actually, that won't work because we need to space it twice, because the way we do it from shelf to shelf is we need a green going into an orange. And that should do the trick, right? We have to throw a filter on there, and then we need a green coming out, going right into the machine here. And the employee should be able to squeeze through and deliver to this thing. So this is just going to be taking glass. So that's a pretty simple setup there. We can set that to max. We don't care how much it's taken out. This is going to be filtered for this, and then we will go ahead and have this going into a shelf again. That will be for the, what is this stuff called? Brightness sensor, as well as the 2 items this thing needs. So the brightness sensor, boop, if I can click on it, there we go, down to here. Where's it at? Brightness sensor. I don't see it. Am I going past it? Yes, I was. Okay, it's down here. So brightness sensor, we'll do 2 of those, and then we will, where did the machine go? Oh, it's right there. Okay, and with that set up, we can go ahead and do that there, and then have the green arm pulling out of here again. going right into this machine. We gotta flip it around. There we go. And then last but not least, extracting into a shelving unit, which is going to hold, oops, that's not a shelving unit. It's going to hold the, what is this thing called? Proximity sensors. So that's all that's going into this shelf, and we don't have to worry about anything else. So that's the majority of the line done, right? Then we just need to go ahead and hook up this guy, and I think we can go ahead and automate this from the pallet here. I think it's just going to be metal, right? Metal, screws, and pipes. So we can set the pallet as the source for those because we can just have a logistic person bringing that. And then the green guy putting into it, and then the orange one taking out of it. Ooh, you know what? Hold on. We need to scooch it over one. Can the employee still squeeze behind there? I don't think he can. So what if we flip it like that, right? And then that should allow it to still take the items. So we need, ooh, you know what? Hold on. I can't do math right. There we go. So we can actually do that, I guess, and then move the arm again. And that should be fine, right? Because if we place a container down now, or a shelving unit, the thing should be able to squeeze in there fine, and the opening should stay open. If I could find the thing. Small storage container. Oops, go there. And then that, yeah, we still have a walkway through, so the employees can still get back there and fill up this shelf with the things they need. And we should be good. Looking at that, we can go ahead and hire in a person so that they're making what they need to be making. These guys will be set up in a second. I need to go ahead and set the filters on the arms, and then I'm going to go ahead and arrange the courier routes here to have all the stuff coming in. Okay, well, moment of truth here. Let's see if I messed up anywhere on this line. So I should have everything coming in, and in a minute here, they should start working. Really quickly, though, we're going to go ahead and open up this screen. We're going to target our robot guy, right? Because we're only selling 10 a week. We're going to decrease the price on this to try and up the sales. Actually, it's not changing the sales. Never mind. We can go ahead and progress it, but it adds in other items like you can see right down the left. We need a speaker, and we need to watch the ecological footprint and something else. So we will hold off on that. Actually, yeah, we'll hold off on that until we are we're able to go ahead and swap on over to that and make it more proper. And we will see whether or not in a few minutes if this thing is actually able to keep up with our demand. So the machines are running here. That's good. We have stuff going into there. We have stuff coming back over here. Do we have stuff going into this? We do. So these guys should start turning out products here in a minute once these storage things come through. Which it doesn't look like this is running. Did I not set the filter on this one arm? I didn't set it on that one arm. Go figure. Not only did I not set that filter, I also had the wrong arm on there. So even if I had it right, it wouldn't have been working. So there we go. It's running now. We should have some storage containers coming over to this guy in a minute. We have over here. Oh, we actually have one of them in there already. So one of the little Cyclops guys is already ready to go. And have we sold anything else? I don't think we have, because that would be very quickly. No. So we haven't sold anything. That's going to be our first new product being pushed. So there we go. That's connected in. Everything is running smooth. Great. I'm going to go ahead and actually wait around for a second, let the stuff process through, and then we'll probably end up ranking up some of these guys that don't add anything. So like this guy we can rank up. He's not going to require new items. But he's already level 5, so I don't really want to do that just yet. I want to try and get all these other items on parity with those to be level 5 as well, so we can start mixing all of the same stuff together like I've been trying to do, but I just can't seem to execute right now. You know what? Actually, we are going to go ahead and rank these guys up because we need 100 points to unlock the last thing that we can make, so we might as well just rank these up and get the points to do it. Oh, we actually completed one of these guys. Sell 650 products. That's cool. So we were in this screen. Let's go ahead and rank these guys up. We will have a negative because we don't have the item in there to meet its requirement. I don't think. Did we have speakers in this thing? Apparently we did. I don't know how we put a speaker in there, but we apparently did. We're going to decrease this until it's a 5-star rating to increase the sales of it. And it looks like 15% is the number, so we'll leave that be. We're at 35 points. Let's go ahead and sell this guy. Yeah. Progress that guy. We're going to decrease pricing again until it's a 5-star rating. So it looks like a 18%. Actually, hold on, 17%? Yeah, 17% gets us there. So we're at 43 points. Didn't mean to close that. So all of these guys are going to take a minute. These two new ones that we just set up, those are going to take a little while to get there. But let's go ahead and actually just rank these guys up then. We're not getting a lot of points from them, but we are going to get points nonetheless. So hopefully it has an effect here. So let's go ahead and do that. We need to decrease pricing again a little bit. 21%. Nope, 22% it is. Rank this guy up again. And same thing. 11% is not enough. 12% is. What are we at? 52 points. We might not have enough points even if we rank all these guys up, actually. Let's hit this guy too. And it looks like we have to do a 27% decrease. This is only 6 points. Yeah, we're not going to have enough points to do that. Okay, even with those items all ranked up, we did the whole list. It wasn't enough to get us there. I think these two new items will bump us very close because they'll give us 20 points to rank them both up. So we'll be at 92. And then it looks like we might have to rank up one more of these guys eventually whenever one of these gets to it. So it's probably going to be one of the new ones we just ranked up, the level 2 or 3 one, because it's a lot less items than the 600 we need to sell of everything else. So I think for right now, that's probably going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. But I'm already seeing a lot of stuff failing because we're trying to stretch it out across multiple factories and we don't really have the infrastructure set up the way it needs to be. So I think what we'll end up doing next episode is some of these basic material, right? Like the formed plastic stuff, the plastic parts, the circuit boards, those need maybe another machine added onto that to go ahead and keep it stocked up because this place is running low. This place is running out of the plastic molded stuff. So I think what we'll end up doing is setting up some of those factories, at least the basic items, right? We might not be able to do the engines or the motors and the fancier stuff that our products will eventually need. But when we get around to those, we can go ahead and set those up when we do. We just need to go ahead and get the basic material things squared away because those seem to be what's causing issues right now in some of these areas. Like this place, we can probably swap these tables out for 2 machines to be making those guys, and that might square up our entire industry here, but we will go ahead and worry about that next episode. We'll hold off on building any more products because we only have, I think, 2 more. Oops, I didn't, what the heck? Okay, there we go. We have the camera one we just did, the delivery one we just did. So yeah, we have these 2 left to go ahead and set up, and then we are basically done making blueprints, and then we can just start leveling them up until we are using the top tier items in each of these products and just raking in the cash. But that's going to go ahead and be it for today's episode. So hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.